Hey guys, I'm just gonna come live real quick to make these rice and beans. Rice and beans on a budget. Just face them down. Well, I should be live. I can't see it. I can't see the comment, so we're just gonna keep going. Hello to anyone that's here. I cannot see your comment. Hopefully you can hear me. I have some green bell pepper, some onion, and I'm cutting up some yellow bell pepper. And I've got my oil heating up in the pan. I'll change the camera view here in a minute. But I'm gonna make some rice and beans. I'm just gonna get it ready and get it in the pot and then chit chat a little bit and I'll let you guys go. So the cost of this meal is very reasonable, and depending on what kind of meat, whatever kind of meat you like to put in your rice and beans. I have two kinds today. I have this is from Aldi, the chicken sausage. It's tomato and basil. It'll be fine. So I have this one, and then I have this defrosting the Hillshire Farms smoked turkey sausage. So that's the most expensive part of this meal. We already have the Sazon Goya packets. I had to get a green bell pepper. I already had the yellow, like the 3-pack of bell peppers, because I pretty much keep those on hand. I keep onions on hand. And then I have rice in the cabinet. And yeah, so we'll just get going here. I'm going to switch this view here in a second to the pan. I need to see if I can see my live so I can see the comments, because I can't even see that I'm live right now on my iPad. Oh, here I am. Okay. And I got my own commercial. Oh, hey, Karen, Misha, Bev. Hi, I am Larry. Oh, let me turn this down. Oh, you can see my little. You can see the. Well, that's gonna be fine. Whatever. Maybe you'll see Tank too at some point. He's like right here. Here's Tank. Hey, buddy. All right, here's the pan. I'm gonna put it right there. So I've got the oil in there. It's already hot. Actually, let me turn it up just a little bit. And I like to use extra virgin olive oil. You know, I know different people use different things, so use what you like. Use whatever veggies you like. And I'm gonna get all this in here. What are you guys having for dinner? Karen, I was laughing at you when you said that you made the kids the whatever was in your pantry. So I'm just getting that going. I'm gonna get some garlic. I guess I can bring this down a little bit. Looks super high. All right, so that's just hanging out. I'm gonna put the packets in here too. I'm gonna use 2 because I'm using more meat. And then I'm gonna do a cup of rice. here shortly. And I just take a shortcut with the minced garlic. Okay, and then the color is really nice when you add those packets. I'm gonna add a little salt and pepper too. Of course, just season to your liking. The chime reminded you of being on a plane, Bev. That's funny. It does kind of have that sound, doesn't it? All right, so I'm only going to give that like another couple minutes just to start softening up the bell peppers and the onions. And then I'm going to add the rice. So let me get that ready. And it's just a big bag of white rice. Use whatever rice you like. And I'm going to pour it right in there. And let that start soaking up some of the seasoning as well. Does anyone else do it this way? Yes, it smells good already. What are you guys having for dinner? So what I do here is like let that hang out for like a couple minutes, and then we're gonna add in enough water to cover up the rice completely. And then we're gonna put the lid on it and let it cook. And meanwhile, I'm gonna be getting the whatever kind of beans you like. I think we're gonna do some kidney and maybe some black beans. And I'm gonna cut up the sausages that I was showing you guys a few minutes ago. So that's what we're doing right now. These are also from Aldi, so they're pretty cheap. I don't remember exactly how much they were per can, but everything so far is, I mean, we're at a couple of dollars so far with what's in this pan. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add the water. I don't measure, I just make sure that I put enough to cover up the rice completely and even then some. There's only a cup of rice, but we're gonna keep an eye on this. We're gonna let it go. Let's see, I'm gonna turn up the heat just a bit. And then I'm gonna grab the lid and put it on there and let it hang out while I open up these cans of beans and cut the meat.
What's up?
Hey Barbie, hey Michelle, hey Shar, hey Susan. I think I might have missed somebody.
Hi, I'm just friends. Hi.
Trinity said hi, that Sheila's daughter. One day these people are going to get on camera and say hi to you people.
Definitely, and I'm not camera shy.
Ooh, Shar just made carrot soup. Yum. Okay, for those that missed it, I am going to be cutting up I don't eat pork or beef, so you obviously use whatever meat that you like, but I'm going to be using this one, the turkey smoked sausage, and the chicken sausage from Aldi. And this doesn't have to be perfect. I just like it to be into little bite-sized pieces. So I usually just cut it all the circles, and then I'll start piling up the circles and make them into fourths. And it's defrosted a bit much, so it's a little bit soft now. So it's a little harder to cut, but that's how I do mine. I don't know, how do you guys cut your sausages? Yeah, I like them to be in these little bite-sized pieces. If you're just now coming in, I'm making rice and beans on a budget. The most expensive thing here so far is the meat, which, I mean, that's pretty typical, right? I think that the sausages were, oh, I might have my Aldi receipt. Hang on, let me see. Well, I don't know where I put my receipt. It's here somewhere, but I think they were $3 something for that pack. And then we already had the rice in the cupboard. That bag is from Aldi, the rice. And then since the sausage is already cooked, it doesn't need to go in until closer to the end just to heat it through. So that's why we've got just those veggies and the rice going right now. Bye, Karen. Thanks for stopping in. And I think there's a shadow here because the lights aren't very bright. So sorry about that. What if I do it this way? Did anybody else tell me what they were having for dinner? So Michelle and Shar are having carrot soup. What is everybody else eating? Oh, Susan, honey. I never put honey in there. That's a great idea. So you get a little bit of sweet and savory. Sweet, savory, and then maybe a little spice. Because I'm definitely going to throw some hot sauces going in there. I usually cook like a lot of things. I use Cajun seasoning because we like spice. But since this is like the adobo packages, I like to let it have that flavor. Which some of the seasonings are the same, but okay, most of those are good to go. All right, that one's good. You're having Brenner, Susan? Breakfast for dinner? I love Brenner. And then we're just going to check on our pot here. So it is working out nicely. I'm probably going to have to add some more water. But I'm going to let that go for a couple more minutes on that nice boil. And then this meal will feed like a whole bunch of people. So those of you that have like, if you haven't tried it and you have like big kids, like especially boys, when I used to make this pot for my kids, I mean, obviously when they were smaller, they didn't eat as much, but when they got bigger, like this pot will feed several people that have a good appetite. So, and of course, if you have to make more, just put 2 cups of rice and double everything, you know, if you have more people to feed. But it's really easy and economical. This one, I use just regular white rice, Susan. Whatever rice I have on hand, that's what I would have used. I mean, if I'd only had, I have sushi rice too. So, if I would have only had sushi rice, and then that's what I would have been using. So, if I'd only had jasmine rice, that's what I would have used. I'm not real picky on that part. What do you use, Susan? Bev, did you tell us what you're eating for dinner? Nobody else eating dinner? Barbie, what are you having for dinner? All right, now we're gonna do the package of the chicken sausage. Sheila likes more meat than I do, so that's why I'm putting like extra meat. That package of the smoked turkey would have been enough for me. So yeah, this definitely, it seems like it's gonna be too much meat to me, but we about to see. Oh, hey, Kimmy, you guys just have rice and beans? Nice. Oh, because this one's kind of stuffed. It's like a little messier to cut. Oh, you love this one, Bev? Haha. This ring right here is not, it's not feeling good when I cut. You know, I think I'm only going to cut this piece up, and I'm going to, when I throw it in there, I'm going to see where we're at, because I don't want it to be too, I don't want it to be too crazy. Oh, you had meatballs and rice tonight? Nice. Hey, boo. We doing rice and beans on a budget. So we already talked about the green bell pepper. I did some yellow bell pepper. I already had an onion. We've already put the sazon Goya packets in, and the rice is cooking with all of that. And it's starting to thicken up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add more water. So I don't really measure, I just watch it. So if you, I don't, I don't want to, I'm not trying to seem condescending to anyone, but if you don't know how to, like, just keep an eye on it, and you can taste it and see where the rice is at. But that's not quick rice. If you use quick rice, this is a lot faster. This is not quick rice, so it's going to take a little longer, which I would prefer it take a little longer, because then it's sopping up those seasonings better than if you're using a quick rice. That's just my opinion. So what I'm gonna do is, while we're waiting on that, I'm gonna go ahead and open these beans, these cans of beans, and I've got kidney and black. I have more kidney than black, and these are just like, I think these cans of beans are like, I don't know, a dollar something at Aldi. So Sheila's fancy. She has a can opener. I don't have a can opener. I have just a hand one, but I love it so much now, I'm gonna get one. Oh. So I drained off most of the liquid from in there. Ooh, that's hot, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and let me see. Before I put these beans, I'm gonna just give it a quick little taste over here to the side and just see where the rice is at. Yeah, I don't want to put the beans in yet. And then does anyone else put tomatoes in there as well? Like diced tomato, crushed, rotel, anything? And if you want to use any type of stock with this, you can use it instead of water. That just adds to your price. And I also can tell we're going to need to add some more seasoning. I'm going to get a third packet of that. All right, we're gonna let that come back up to a boil. And then it should be ready for me to add in the kidney beans and the black beans and the sausage. Oh, Bev, do you think they have one? Oh my gosh, if you find one, would you please send me the link? If there's a Hello Kitty, if there is a Hello Kitty can opener, I need it. Well, I guess I want it, but yeah. Misha had potato skins and jalapeno poppers. Nice. Thank you, Lauren Saves, for the bronze medal. Very good. Yeah, I meant to grab a jalapeno and I didn't. I grabbed the green bell pepper, but I didn't grab the jalapeno. I was like, dang it. Why didn't you grab that? But no, yeah. Ooh, you made pintos in the crock pot? One time I made pea soup. So I actually made it from the bag of green peas, the hard ones that you have to, check through, make sure there's no stones, and then soak them. And OMG, after I put it, cooked it and did all the things to it and put it in the blender and made it into split pea soup, it was so good. I have not done that since, but that's something I want to try again at some point. Okay, now we are moving along nicely. I'm just going to do another quick little taste over here to the side and see where this rice is at. Oh yeah, much better. It still just needs a few minutes though. With some more sea salt. And then, you guys, I found it. I don't know who is familiar with this Middle Eastern blend, but it's not easy to find. Well, if I go to the right place here, we have the largest Middle Eastern population in the country, here in a city called Dearborn. But this blend, you can find it in other stores here too. It's just not in all the stores. Anyway, I like to do my chicken, like if it's a chicken breast or chicken thigh, and then saute the chicken with this seasoning. Yum. It's almost like I'm getting some shawarma, but of course not that good because I don't know how to make the sauce. Okay, man, you don't like hot tomatoes? Well, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't even put them in until the end, but yeah, they will end up hot. So I'm going to turn this down because it's getting there. And then, yeah, I'm just going to add in the beans and the meat, let it heat through, and then we're going to be ready to go. So I don't know if this helped anybody, but it's super easy, super cost efficient, and delicious. And it can feed a whole lot of people. As you can see, that 1 cup of rice grew quite a bit in here. And then I don't know if you make cornbread or whatever you might make to go with it. Delicious. So yeah, this is just gonna take a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna eat here. So I hope that y'all have a great night, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon.